Good afternoon and welcome to the Cherry Red Record Stadium here in Wimbledon for the Round 20 Betfred Championship tie between London Broncos and the Halifax Panthers. Let's go through the teams first of all. The Broncos line up with Alex Walker, number 31 at fullback, on trial with the Panthers in the close season, but decided against the deal and has rejoined his former club. Number 2, Paul Ulberg. Number 1, Sidney Mosi-Drecke. Number 28, Dalton Grant. Number 5, Illis McCarney. Number 9, Dean Parata. Number 6, Ollie Leyland. Number 8, Wellington Albert. Number 33, Sam Davis. Number 15, Jordan Williams. Number 11, Will Lovell. Number 12, Reece Curran. And number 18, Ronaldo Palumbo. On the bench for the Broncos, number 10, Lewis Bieniek. Number 13, Brad Foster. Number 17, Rob Oakley. And number 22, Rob Tuliatu. And for the Panthers today, Cole Oakley making his debut for the side, but they line up as follows. Number 1, former London Bronco James Woodburn-Hall. Number 19, Zach McComb. Number 4, Joe Rundle. Number 22, Ben Tibbs. Number 5, James Saltonstall. Number 24, Louis Jouffre. Number 7, Joe Keys. Number 10, Dan Murray. Number 9, Brandon Moore. Number 16, Will Calcott. Number 12, former Bronco Matt Garside. Number 25, Cole Oakley. And number 8, Adam Tangata. On the bench for the Panthers today, number 14, Carl Wood. Number 13, Jacob Fairbank. Number 21, Nathan Mason on dual reg from the Giants. And number 26, Joe Martin. Halifax looking to win here for the first time since 2003, where we picked up our only win of that season, 26-22, on the 23rd of February that year. And also looking to make it 2 from 2 in the league this year after our 28-0 win at the Shea in round 2. And also looking to make it 14 wins out of the last 15 games. It's a really sunny day down here in Wimbledon, 28 degrees, nice little breeze. That'll be the Panthers wearing a chain strip of yellow and black, with the London Broncos in the kind of unfamiliar blue and yellow, but it matches the local surroundings as they are playing at AFC Wimbledon's home ground here at Plough Lane, which is a really good facility here. The players will line up for the 13 seconds. And as you can probably hear, it's a loud following from the Panthers, and they'll play from left to right in this first half. I'm going to say a beautiful day down here in London, really sunny, probably not as warm as it was last week. As I say, there's a nice little breeze which might help things out a little bit. So with the record breaking Joe Keys to get us underway, hopefully carry on his amazing run of form, breaking the points in the game record last week with 34. The kick off from Keys goes left, and he's taken by the London man. It's good first drive in, but he's met by 3, including Murray and Garside and Rundle on that left hand side. Really good atmosphere here today. First game for London at Plough Lane for a while after the last couple of games at Ebbsfleet. And on the third tackle, it's Wellington Albert making some good yards, but he's eventually brought to ground by Tangata and Moore. Helped out by Cole Oakley there on his debut. Notes away left, Parata. It's a good defence there from Tibbs. Helped out by Jouffre, it's 4. And it's Albert again. Well dealt with Tibbs. And Murray helping out. Last tackle, London getting the way onto the Halifax 40 metre line. And with Parata, who'll bring it out. And it'll be Ollie Leyland putting boot to ball. Bounces. And it goes dead. Well left by Zach McComb. It'll be a 7 tackle set for the Panthers for the first use of the ball. As you can hear, something's never changed with that very loud London fan. So it'll be Zach McComb taking up first all. Met by 3, but makes 10 good yards. Brandon Moore waiting at dummy half. Goes right to Saltonstall. Saltonstall met by 4. struggling to bring him down, just shy of the Panthers 40. Bit of messing around the play ball there. More on Tangata. Tangata good with footwork. Takes 3 to bring him down as the Panthers creep on halfway. Options left and right here for Moore. He goes left. Finds Murray. Murray out to Keys. Keys out the back to Woodburn. Woodburn goes left and to Arundel. He shots the ball and it's Mossy Tricky who's going to break away. Can he get another breakaway try like he did last week against Bradford? But he's well tackled by Jouffre. Bit of a poor start here from the Panthers, and the home side look to take advantage here with Paul Ulberg over on that right hand side, 10 yards out from the Panthers line. Ball out to Leyland. Leyland's got option left and right, finds Parata. Parata goes front, and it's a great tackle on Reese Curran by Tibbs, coming in well, held out by Garside. Sam Davis waits out to an halfback. And it's good hard defence there from Fax. Will Calcott getting involved. The Broncos less than 5 out, and it's Davis goes from Matt in half. Has he got over? No. Referee right on the line there. Taken short by the Panthers, but it's Parata who kicks this left hand side. Saltonstall. Broncos tapped it back and it's going to try, and it's a try for the home side. Disastrous start here for the Panthers, and it's the Welsh international Dalton Grant who got the pat back. And as I say, disastrous start here for Halifax, and it's 4-0 to the Broncos after about 3 minutes of play here, and the home fans love it. Reception committee behind the post there. Definitely not the plan there. And it'll be Ollie Leyland who'll take the kick, the conversion at goal if he ever gets the ball. There's plenty of ball boys about, but no balls. Hopefully it's not just a case of Halifax not getting off the coach yet. He might just jolt them into life, but I've been saying for the last few weeks that discipline with the ball needs to be better, and it seems to have been, but not so far today. And it's Scott Griggs barking out instructions behind those posts. As Leyland lines up for the conversion, right-footed. Strikes it really well, and it's straight through the post. And after 5 minutes of play, it's London Broncos 6, Halifax Panthers 0. And work for Simon Griggs' men to do here in the capital. Lots of talk here on the sideline, lots of debate. Hopefully they've worked out what's gone wrong so far and put it right. As Keys will get us away once again. Once again goes left, taken by Leyland. And it'll be McCartney that takes the ball up. Ten yards out, Wellington Albert. Well taken down by Tangata. Looks like he's in the walls a little bit, Tangata, but it's a quick play of the ball. Davis shoots out. And the Broncos are making far too many easy meters here, going past the 40 on the second tackle, and they go short. It takes 3 men to take that Broncos man down. Referee barking out, held. As the Broncos centre field, Parata goes out the back to Alex Walker. Walker goes wide, and he's dropped there surely by the London man. And that's a lucky escape there for Fax. Kazilis McCartney was through, and it was a great ball, cut out ball there from ex-Panthers trialist Alex Walker. So 2 handling mistakes so far, 1 being punished in the following set. Let's see if the Panthers can do the same. But he's scrummed down centre field 40 metres out. A hush in Wimbledon Stadium. anticipating the play. Moore goes out left to Jufre. Jufre goes short to Arundel. Goes past halfway. Bit of a slow play of the ball there. Jufre acting half, finds Murray. Murray drives forward, makes good yards, goes past the 40. Takes 3 Broncos defenders to put him down. Moore goes right to Keys. Keys out the back to Jufre. Jufre goes wide to Tibbs. Tibbs 2-on-1. Dummies goes through the gap and is well tackled there by Walker. Good chance there from the Panthers. Centre field. Jufre finds Tangata, finds Calcott on the burst. Leaves one Broncos man on the floor. Leaves Davis on the floor there. Centre field, less than 10 yards out. And it's a repeat set here for the Panthers. As Keys finds Murray going back on the inside, looking to add to his 8th try this season. Less than 5 out. Moore goes left, finds Keys. Goes short to Oakley, and he's well tackled there by the Broncos defence. Keys, dummies, goes centre field, hands off Tangata. Tangata with a reception committee of 3 Broncos defenders. Moore goes left. And it's a great tackle there by Mossy Drecky. I don't know if that's goal blind. Woodburn, with a quite frankly awful pass. Unless the yellow seats call for that ball, it was a shocking pass there. Under a little bit of pressure, but we know Woodburn Hall's better than that. And from a really encouraging position, the Panthers come away with nothing. As London survived that one. And they'll play the ball 10 yards out. As the drum bangs from the away support, trying to rally the troops. It's been Band of Brothers talk all week, and really need to get into that mind frame as the Broncos with Davis pushes towards the 30-metre line, with Rundle and Tangata making the tackle. Mossy Drecky goes up his, and Panthers are caught offside for the first penalty of the game. Discipline here isn't great, and if you had any air, Simon Grigsby pulling it out at this moment in time. As the Broncos kick to touch, and be a tap on the Panthers 40-metre line with Mossy Drecky. He finds Leyland, finds Davis, who hands it off to Jordan Williams, who will go past the Panthers 40. Setting up centre field. As Davis goes left, finds Parata. Parata runs the ball, finds Walker. Walker dummies and is well marshalled there by Jufre. Thought about the cut-out ball again, but Jufre got to him well. Parata dummies. And it's a good tackle there from 3, including Moore and Murray, as Broncos just outside the Panthers 20. Parata running with the ball again. Finds Curran. Curran finds 2 defenders, Jufre and Tibbs, as the Broncos go into the Panthers 10-metre line. As the Broncos find centre field. Lost away a little bit, but it's a good offload to Davis. Davis out to Leyland. Leyland grubbers through to the corner. McComb's got to deal with this, but he does well to leave it out. But yeah, again, it's a good territory for the Broncos, who have made a really good start in the opening 10 minutes. But the Panthers yet again starting from deep. Be Adam Tangata playing the ball. Not sure what's going on here. Saltonstall gets us away. First drive met by 4 Broncos defenders who push him back. That's really good defence. It's not often you see Saltonstall push back that much. Moore finds McComb. McComb steps well, makes good yards. Is wrapped up well by Lovell. Held out by Albert there. And the Panthers struggling to get out of their own 20 here. What can Will Calcott do? Takes it well. But still, really good defence here from London. But it's a good play of the ball from Calcott, and Moore dashes out of dummy half. Makes some good yards. And looked to be a high tackle there from Albert. Nothing given though. As the Panthers still not out of the relative danger zone. Murray out to Tangata. Lovely ball to Garside. Tibbs really forward well there. Just couldn't get the arm free Garside. As Tangata hands it blind to Jufre. Jufre steps away. Really good play with Jufre. Inside to Calcott. Calcott breaks through in the middle. Hands off to Murray. Murray knocks it on. And it looked to be an early tackle there from the Broncos, but nothing given there. And they find themselves on the 20 metres as Ilias McCartney takes it up. Well tackled by Murray and Moore. The home fans call it for offside against the Panthers yet again. It's a slow play of the ball as Walker takes up from dummy half, makes good yards, goes past the 40 with Tangata and Moore yet again. Tackling there. And with Paul Ulberg this time, the Broncos using the back three to get them out of danger, getting yards as they're into the Panthers half. Davis finds Leyland. Leyland on to Palumbo. Palumbo does well. But yet again it's Brandon Moore doing all the tackling. Davis finds Leyland. Leyland steps, but is well marshalled there by Cole Oakley. And yet again Brandon Moore. As Davis goes from Acton-Arve, little grubber through. Dealt with well by Woodburn Hall. Caddy counter attack. Nearly gets away, and Tibbs yet again looking dangerous on support. Jeffrey waits at dummy half. Hands it on to Tibbs. Runs it in well. Goes past the 30. Jeffrey again Acton-Arve. Hands on to Woodburn Hall. Goes short to McComb. McComb sets out. So good offload there. Finds Jeffrey. Jeffrey out to Oakley. A little bit static and sideways here from the Panthers. No real depth here. As Jufre finds Keys. Keys hands it off to Tangata. Takes a direct route, but is met by Albert and company. Just into the Broncos half. As Moore goes forward to Murray. Murray makes really good yards there. A good set-up play for the last tackle. As Moore finds Keys. Keys puts it up into the sunshine. But no real pressure there on Ulberg. Runs towards the middle and is met by 3. And the set starts again from deep. Now can the Panthers keep the Broncos in territory? And it's McCartney who'll come to this near side, met well by Tibbs and Jufre on the 20 metre line as Purata waits. Hands off to Curran, the ex-Toulouse star. He's met by 3 with Murray, Garside and Jufre. Davis goes blind onto Purata. Purata onto Dalton Grant, the try scorer. But is well wrapped up there by Garside and Murray. Still wanting to go, Dalton Grant. The referee calls held. It's a scrappy play of the ball. As Purata goes inside. It's a great run there from the London man. Finds McCartney. McCartney steps out from Jufre. Going sideways, McCartney. Hands off again and still going McCartney. There's gaps all over the place here. And he goes far as he finds Mossy Drecke. And what looked like a threatening position has gone there, but Ulberg still going. And Purata bounces off Garside. Garside onto Ulberg. Ulberg onto Davis. Davis finds there. Oh, and it's onto Leyland. Leyland is being held up. And that would have been the try of the season from London if that had come off. But desperate Panthers defence wraps him up. And hopefully, I said before that the try might wake them up. Hopefully that's the wake-up call that the Panthers needed. But fantastic play from London. Brilliant hands. But desperation defence there. What Simon Griggs has been calling for. Clear to see. And it'll be the Panthers that have the scrum centre field on the 10-yard line. As Moore finds Jufre. Jufre dummies. And again, Tibbs doing really well on these supporting runs, but no joy so far. As Moore goes out the back to Saltonstall. Saltonstall does well. Can he get the ball out? He's still going Saltonstall. Goes past the 30. He wins the rut there as well. Moore goes to McComb in from the wing and does well. Does really good work there from Zach McComb into the Broncos half. Moore scoots out from dummy half. Really good run there. This is a lot better from the Panthers here. As Murray waits at dummy half. Out to Keys. Keys dummies to Calcott. Can he get his arm free? No. But it's a good position here for the Panthers. Quick play of the ball. Moore to Jufre on this left-hand side. Chips over. And it's not a great kick. And he's diffused the ball. And it'll be a 7-tackle set here from the Broncos. A poor end to what was a great set for the Panthers. As Ulberg takes it up and makes good yards there. And it's Grant. Again, really good work. The London back three are doing really well, getting yards. And again, it's McCarney. Really, really good yards here from the Broncos, from their own 20 to Halifax 40 in no time at all. As Albert, who's been good going forward so far, met by 3, and they're just outside Halifax's 20 in the blink of an eye. As Davis goes to the right hand side with Will Lovell, put down by 3, 15 metres out. Leyland surveys the options, goes to Peratta. Peratta dummies himself, goes himself there. Can they keep him out? Great last ditch defence there from the Panthers yet again. Alex Walker away in at dummy half here. Grubbers there, and it's the Panthers, and it's offside. Now that looks to be a half season. I'm not too sure what that's for. Referee's given not square offside. But yet again, it's more possession for the Broncos in deep in Panthers territory. Now the reception committee going on here, whether to go for goal or not. Nope, they're going to tap. Might be Wellington Albert to face Tangata. Still going Albert. He's still going, but he's well wrapped up there from the Panthers. Panic stations in defence here as the Broncos line up left and right. Goes right to Leyland. Leyland out to Walker. Walker to Ulberg. And the Broncos are in again. And that looked far too easy as Paul Ulberg scores to make it London 10, Halifax 0, with just under 20 minutes gone. And it's the worst possible start here in the capital for the Panthers. Just territory is absolutely killing us at the moment, and the Broncos are making us pay. And yet again, I think it's Scott Griggs behind those sticks, barking out the orders as the subs warm up. Hopefully they can spy a little bit of energy in the Halifax ranks. That's some desperate defending. The dam burst, and on the balance of play so far, London definitely deserved the lead. And it's Oil Leyland on that far side line up to go, hopefully to convert the try. Strikes it well, and the flags are up, and the home fans loving it so far here back at Wimbledon. And after 19 minutes here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium, it's London Broncos 12, Halifax Panthers 0. And I wonder what Simon Griggs is thinking. Will he be panicking just yet? What will the players be thinking? But 12-0 up after less than 20 minutes gone. Not what we all thought was going to happen here. Now, how can the Panthers respond? Keys yet again goes left, taken by Leyland, and on to Ulberg. Must say the Broncos three-quarter line have been brilliant so far. They've made lots of yards, taking the pressure off the forwards, so like big men like Wellington Albert can make these yards in centre field. Davis waits at Starfat, goes right to Lovell. Lovell met by 3, but he's still going. Broncos making yards with pretty easy at the moment. Making up to near enough halfway on that third tackle. As Albert takes it up again, nice handoff, but well met by the Panthers defence. Last tackle, just into the Panthers half of the Broncos. As Leyland will put boot to ball, puts it high to Woodburn Hall, no real pressure on him, and he takes it well, not quite diffusion, but he does well, steps well. Always looks threatening with the ball, Woodburn Hall. As Jouffre finds Ron Rush in Stall. This is better than facts. Reading London's textbook at the moment, the back line are getting involved. It's another great run there from Tibbs. Makes it past the Broncos 40. As more looks left, and this time it's McComb making yards. looking for a gap and making good yards into the Broncos territory. As Moore goes right, finds Garside. The ex-London man makes good yards. Simple rugby from Halifax, but it's what's needed at this moment in time. As Tibbs at dummy half finds Jouffre. Jouffre puts it high, and that looks to be that's perfect placement actually. But actually no, he's defused the bomb. And McCartney's making the counter attack. Now I must admit, from here, it didn't look like he defused the bomb. Very similar to what Woodburn did before, but the referee's giving it to the home side. As Ulberg finds Davis, and the Broncos with their tails up here. The crowd behind him. As Leyland finds Mossy Drecky, who hands it off. And the Broncos with Parata scheming the defence out the back to Walker. Walker grubbers through, and McCartney's here. McCartney, and it's another try for the Broncos. And this is not what was supposed to happen. And again, a relatively easy try for the Broncos. And after 23 minutes, it's London Broncos 16, Halifax Panthers 0. I think this may well be a case of not getting off the bus yet, but the Broncos playing remarkably well. They've been in good form, beating Bradford last week, running Featherstone close, and that amazing comeback against Sheffield a few weeks ago. And the Panthers are feeling the brute force of it, and they're well worth their lead at this moment in time. With Jacob Fairbank coming onto the field. I don't know who he's replaced just yet, but I'll find that out for you. As Oil Leyland looks to tag on the extras like he did for the opening try for Dalton Grant. As the Panthers players wait behind the try line, wondering what's gone on here. Leyland strikes it well again, but he's pulled it. There is a bit of a breeze here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium, but I think he pulled that. So after 24 minutes, it's London 16, Halifax 0. And the London fans, the home fans, find the voice. And they must be really pleased with what they've seen so far today. As Leyland yet again takes the ball, and Tangata, whew, it's probably a good thing that he did miss, because it would have been one of those irresistible force and immovable objects kind of things. But as it is, the Broncos go blind and make good yards up to the 30. As Davis finds Lovell, who makes good yards. And it's Will Calcott who came on for Fairbank, who makes that tackle. Leyland scheming the line, finds Parata out to Curran, Grant finds Grant and finds McCartney. There's a bit of crossing there from London, non-given, but they are finding joy on this left flank. London, as Grant finds Parata, dummies and finds Leyland hot skipping a job with a lovely ball to Lovell, and that is far too easy for the Broncos. That is very, very soft defence from the Panthers, and the Broncos go back to back, and it's not a good story here down in the capital as London Broncos go 20 up, and that was far, far too easy. There was a gap a mile wide which you literally could have fit a London bus through. And after 26 minutes, it's 20 points to 0 to the home side. And if you weren't panicking before, they might be now. But As you can probably hear, the home fans are absolutely loving it. Really healthy turnout here. And it's going completely against the script. As Leyland looks to add the extras from that far side. Now, hopefully from an Halifax perspective, we'll see a massive comeback here like London did to Sheffield, but we shall see. Leyland looks to strike it well, but it's just gone to the right hand side. Now, what can this Panthers side do now? For an interview Simon Griggs has done both pre and post game this year, he's mentioned character in this side. This is where he really tests it now. What can this side do to come back from such a commanding scoreline from London? As Keys gets his underway again, puts a bit more length on it this time, but he's taken well by Ulberg. And it's a great run there by Bieniek. And it's a great run there. And the local boy gets a good reception from the crowd. And Mossy Drecke does well. Finds the 30-metre line. Davis goes right. And they are finding meters very easy to come by the Broncos. As Ulberg takes it up one more time. Gets to the Panthers 40 and he's still going. And he gets the ball out, but the referee had already called held. Luckily for the Panthers, because... And it's Parata. Goes legs. Finds Reese Curran. It's a good hit there from Fairbank. Last tackle. As Davies finds Parata. Parata puts it high, but not that far. Now what's going to happen here? Mossy Drecke takes it. Finds it there, but they've kicked it out. And for once, the Panthers survive. A lot of tired bodies there. Tangata especially. Finding life hard at the moment. Needs to dig deep. And finding themselves on the wrong end of a 20-0 scoreline. Just over 10 minutes to go till half time, and it's Saltonstall that goes out, and it looks to be a bit of a shoulder charge there, but none given, and London defence get to grips with him. As Moore finds Murray out to Keys. Maybe they'll try and go around them, but Marshall well by Mossy Drecke and Reese Curran on that far side. Will Lovell, sorry, as Jacob Fairbank takes it up. Good yards there from Bob. And yet again, Halifax struggling to get out of their own half. Keys loves to kick, but dummies and goes through. Keys still going. He's still going. He's 2-on-1 on that side. He's bombed the chance, but he's not. Goes to Arundel. Arundel's still going on the left-hand side. They're screaming for the ball on this right-hand side. McComb goes to Jufrey. Hands on to Fairbank. Fairbank does well. And the chance could still be on. Tibbs and Saltonstall screaming for the ball on this right-hand side. But they go left with Keys scheming. Grubbers it through. Picked up by Murray. What's going on here? Then the referee's given a knock on here. And it'll be a Broncos play the ball. A Broncos scrum. Now Saltonstall and Tibbs were absolutely screaming, desperate for the ball on this right-hand side. Ignored. And it comes to nothing. But slightly better attack there. Joe Keys looking threatening. Did well to dummy the kick and go through. But again, it seemed quite simple. 2-on-1 on that far side. But the Broncos defence got back well. As they start 10 metres out. It's Dalton Grant. And it's Curran again. Curran, McCarney. And Grant finding joy on this left flank so far for the Broncos as Davis goes blind and finds McCarney. It's a knock on there. Or forward pass. And you can see the relief from the Halifax players there at that decision. Maybe that is what they needed to get back into this game. The celebrations from Fairbank and Murray as the Halifax making a change here. Kyle Wood and Nathan Mason to come on for Dan Murray and Cole Oakley. Mason will slot into the front row. I'm not too sure what's going to happen there. Maybe Brandon Moore goes to loose forward and Tangata in second row. I'm not sure. But anyway, Wood goes to Dufresne on that left-hand side. Back to Woodburn Hall. Slightly misjudged pass. Slightly behind him and stopped the rhythm of the attack there. And Kyle Wood again finds Tangata. Tangata, great run there. Can he win the ruck and get a quick play of the ball here? He can't, but the referee gives 6 more. As Keys goes inside to Fairbank. Fairbank brought down by 2, less than 10 now. And the visiting supporters find the voice. It goes to Nathan Mason on a short ball. But yeah, again, the London defence stands firm. Wood's got option left and right. Goes to Fairbank. Fairbank shows footwork and steps through. Can he get the offload? He can't, and the London defence stands firm. With Wood out to Keys. Keys dummies. Schemes the line, but yet again, this London defence incredibly hungry today. Again, this right-hand side screaming for the ball. Wood finds Fairbank. Fairbank out to Dufresne, and it's interception from Grant, and he finds McCartney, and Dufresne finds him. He just seemed very pedestrian, that attack, and Dalton Grant got the interception, and yet again, London come away with their try line not breached, and they're already on the 40-metre line as Bieniek. Good shot by Brandon Moore, finished off by Mason, Wood and Fairbank. As London still going, gets into the Panthers half. Mason yet again, along with Fairbank. Davis goes right to Leyland. Leyland thought about going out wide, but well tackled yet again from Nathan Mason, and Brandon Moore finished him off. Davis goes blind, well taken there by Walker. An awful pass as Walker kicks deep. Is he going to go dead? It does, and it's a much needed 7-tackle set here for the Panthers. As James Woodburn Hall, the former London man, will take the tap, and he'll find Saltonstall. He'll go out the back to Keys. Keys out to Arundel. The Panthers looking to attack from deep here. They're not being able to get out the middle. Maybe they can go around them. As Saltonstall hands it off to Fairbank. Fairbank met really well by Bieniek. He's done well since he's come on as a former Hull man. Saltonstall takes him by himself. There's a great hit there from Oakley, and it's Fairbank who's dropped the ball. And the home side, the home fans, rejoice in that. And this is not a performance that we expect from the Panthers. Certainly not in the last few weeks. Looking to win the 14th game out of the last 15 after today. But find themselves 20-0 down as Dean Parata makes it to the Panthers 20-metre line. Davis finds Bieniek out to Leyland. Leyland steps inside Tangata and Wood, but does well to recover, does Tangata. Held out there by Mason. Davis goes blind, finds Alex Walker, steps. Well tackled there by Woodburn Hall. As the Broncos look to set up. Davis goes blind yet again, finds Mrs. Drecke, who kicks dead, and yet again it's a 7-tackle set. Now, can Halifax do something with this? Discipline with the ball today has just not been good enough. They need to make the most out of these 7-tackle sets. As McComb hands it on to Saltonstall, who goes past the 30-metre line, brought down by 3. Kyle Wood hands it on to McComb. McComb got by Mossy Drecke. Just past the 40-metre line. And captain Brandon Moore, can he lead this side back into the game? As Kyle Wood waits at in half, finds Jacob Fairbank, dummies to Mason, but he's met by 3 defenders and pushing back. This is a really, really good defence performance here from the Broncos. As Wood shapes right and goes left, finds Keys. Behind Keys, finds Woodburn Hall. Can he go through the gap? He nearly does. Half break, but finished off by Leyland. 4th tackle, Arundel hands it on Tangata. Tangata finds Mason short. Oh, nearly got Fairbank away, but it's a good play, quick play. The ball is Jouffre. Looks to go wide, finds Tibbs. Tibbs steps inside, goes there, finds Garside, and it's a knock on. Nearly a try for the ex-London man there, but yet again, desperate London defence. And it'll be McCartney. He'll take the 20-metre tap and make 10 metres again. And Kyle Wood, Jouffre, Nathan Macy, who's got through a ton of work since he's come on. Grant hands it on to Ulberg. Ulberg, by Tangata, but manages to get the ball away yet again. The offloads are killing Halifax here. And it's Rob Oakley who gets through to Halifax territory. And McCann adds on to Ulberg. Ooh, looks to be a high tackle there from Tangata. The home fans shouting for the high tackle, not given by the referee. As Davis finds Brad Foster. Met by 3. Tangata, Wood, and Mason again. Centre field, options left and right. Davis goes left to Parata. Parata goes out the back to Walker. Tibbs goes and misses him, but well wrapped up by Moore. Finished off by Garside and Jouffre. 10 yards out. 4th tackle here for the Broncos. Davis goes blind, goes himself. Well tackled by Jouffre. Last tackle. Can Halifax key the Broncos out here as Curran goes himself, but it's well wrong option there from a London perspective, but a great result for the Panthers. Mind you, it's not a bad position for the Broncos to turn the ball over. 20 points to nil, they don't need to force anything, they just need to play the sets. It's the Panthers that need to get out of this territory, and they'll try with Saltonstall, but yet again met by a really strong defence. Rob Oakley putting his shoulder in there as Wood finds Mason. And Mason brought down by 3. Middle of the field, Wood goes left to Keys. Keys, dummies, finds a gap, brought down well. Wins the ruck though, and Kyle Wood shoots out, finds a Rundle. Rundle nearly goes through the gap. Better player this from the Panthers. Fairbank, centre field, hands off to Moore. Wrong option there, I feel. Just over the 40-metre line. This Broncos defence, hungry as ever, as Wood goes to Keys. Keys gets the belly of the ball, and that's moving in flight, but it's well taken there by Ulberg, who fires a pass into the middle for Foster. Walker, sorry. And Alex Walker's taken down just shy of the Broncos 20-metre line. And it's Ulberg, who's done really, really well. As I keep saying, the Broncos 3-quarter line has done a really good job for him, getting out of yardage to make the forwards' life a lot easier. But Parata takes it up. Walker goes from dummy half. Jouffre looks to be on the high side there, but nothing given. Just into Panthers territory. McCartney waits. McCartney hands it on to Brad Foster. Met by 3. And it's a last tackle here. Davis goes blind to Leyland. Leyland misses out to McCartney. McCartney chips over, bounces well, and Kenny Woodburn Hall counter attack. He's away. Woodburn Hall's away. Sean Walker inside, and Walker gets him out. And that is just the story of the first half right there. Halifax trying to attack from deep, but the Broncos defence outstanding, really. And the London fans get to their feet, standing ovation there as the half-time hooter goes. And a really, really important half-time team talk here from Simon Grix. If Halifax are to keep 3rd place in their grasp, they're making 14 wins out of the last 15 games. But at half-time here in round 20 of the Betfred Championship, it's London Broncos 20, Halifax Panthers 0. Welcome back to the second half here at the Cherry Red Records Stadium here at Wimbledon, where Halifax Panthers aren't doing too great at the moment. They're getting capital punishment here in London as the home side are 20-0 up at the break. And the Panthers have frankly been second best so far. Out enthused, out fought and out thought. by the Broncos, who have been absolutely brilliant so far. And the most important half-time team talk of Simon Grix's year so far, as Halifax look to keep third place and the winning run going, and to stop this awful run we've got here in London, where we've not won for 19 years. We're just waiting for a tee for Alex Walker to get the second half underway. What have this Panther side got? What character have they got to come back into this game? How much do they want it? As Alex Walker gets us underway, and it's out on the full, and it's a great start here for the Panthers, an awful start here for the Broncos. Can the Panthers capitalise here? As Alex Walker puts the ball out on the full from the restart, and yet again we don't have balls. In Wimbledon you thought they'd have new balls, please. As Keys kicks it out into touch, as Joe Rundle taps it on the Broncos 30. Wood inside to Fairbank, running with purpose now. Jacob Fairbank, this is good, gets into the Broncos 20. Centre field left, options left and right for Wood, goes left to Keys out the back to Woodburn. Oh, it was put under pressure by Mossy Drecky, and it's just not going right for the Panthers so far today. The Broncos simply just too quick to the punch so far, as Bieniek starts the attack off for London, met by three, including Mason Fairbank and Kyle Wood. 25 metres out, and goes left and finds Brad Foster. Tackled by Garside and Jufrey. Slow play the ball, but Davis goes blind yet again, finding joy on this left flanker London, with Curran finding halfway on the last. It's the last tackle, as Parata pulls it high. Zach McComb under it and takes it well. Can he find a gap to go through? Makes a half break, but he's well finished off there by Dalton Grant. As Saltonstall takes it up, still making yards, gets up to the Panthers 40, with Wood waiting at dummy half. Finds a Rundle, charging short, good run, gets us into Bronco territory. Wood, quick play the ball, finds Brandon Moore as well, met by three defenders. Wood goes left, finds Keys out of the back to Jufrey scheming, finds a Rundle comes inside, met by two defenders there, sorry. And on the last tackle, Keys, little dink over the top, finds Mossy Drecky, sorry. And the Broncos start the set 5 yards out, as Ulberg finds tough defence there from Tangata and a Rundle. Can the Panthers keep them deep? And it's Mossy Drecky again, trying to get the Broncos out of their own red zone. Davis finds McCarney gets it, but again this is good Panthers defence. Only just start their own 20 London on the third. Parata finds Curran, good defence again, hit well there by Fairbank and Jufrey. As the last tackle, Parata forced a kick from on 25, goes along the floor to Woodburn Hall. Now Woodburn Hall, can he counter attack? Looking for a gap, but it's well tackled there, as the Panthers start just past the 42 metres, as the visiting fans finally find the voice, the drum beating and the fans singing, trying to rally these troops, trying to get these boys back into the game. And the ball pops out, and it's a knock on. Zach McComb protests his innocence. The ball looked to shoot out rather unnaturally, and the referee gives a knock on and a scrum down for the home side. McComb not happy about that at all. Not happy. giving verbals to the other side. Needs to keep his head, does McComb. Alright, it's a scrum down for the Broncos. 45 metres out from their line. Centre field is Davis. Finds Leyland. Leyland surveys the options. Well taken there by Tangata. And Arundel gets up quite gingerly to his feet, Leyland. Ulberg finds Wasidrecki, then finds Bienick. Davis goes left. Finds Parata. Parata out the back to Walker. Walker to Grant. Well tackled there by Ben Tibbs. Helped out there by Jufrey. Just over 30 yards out from the Panthers line. McCarney to Curran. Curran finds Parata. Parata out to Leyland. Leyland out the back to Walker. Walker kicks through. Looks to be no one home there. Woodburn Hall's got a job to do and he does it well. And he wants to break, does Woodburn Hall. And it's taken there by Wasidrecki. Good work there by Woodburn Hall. There seems to be a lot of space for Alex Walker to kick into. And a big chase there, but Woodburn Hall, the former London player, does well. As the Panthers look to attack from deep as well. With McComb, Fairbank centre field. Met by 3. 25 metres out from the line. And Halifax finding it hard to get out of territory. Wood goes from dummy half. Tangata in support. But not given. It's Brandon Moore waits out in half to Fairbank. Fairbank short to Mason. Mason still going past the halfway. As the last tackle. As Wood finds Keys. Keys goes high. And it'll be Alex Walker who takes it just over 10 metres out. And finds the 20 metres with good chase there by Fairbank. Helped out there by Kyle Wood and Tangata. And it's Ulberg starting the London attack yet again. Might just see some simpler tactics here from London. They don't necessarily need to force anything. 20-0 up. They've got the control of this game. And they go blind to Curran. Trusting this left flank. That's brought them success in this game. McCarney to Parata. Parata dummies. Finds the left to Lewis. Bienick hit well by Tangata, but he's still going. Makes yards. And it's Leyland who'll chip it towards a corner. And McComb will get it inside to Woodburn Hall. It's a good chase from London. They'll trap Woodburn Hall. Less than 10 yards out from the line. Slow play the ball yet again. As Saltonstall looks to make yards. Does well. Finds his front. Lots of messing around this play the ball from the Broncos. And McComb looks to step. Does well. Met by 3. There's not policing the rut too well as his referee. Saltonstall out to Tibbs. Tibbs does well. Nearly breaks through. It's Garside. Garside takes it in. 45 metres out. Last tackle again. The Panthers find it hard to get into London territory here. Keys yet again puts it high. And it'll be Walker once more underneath it. Takes it. Centre field. But it's a good uniform chase there from the Panthers. Taking down 10 metres out from the line. As McCarney waits at dummy half. Goes blind to Grant. And Grant will take it out of the Broncos 20. Met well by Moore and by Garside. Ulberg hands it off to Wasidrecki. Wasidrecki scheming. Well taken there by Jufrey. Helped out by Garside and Moore. Still looking to get the ball away. Wasidrecki. Tough customer. As McCarney takes it up from dummy half. Gets past the Broncos 40. Well tackled by Wood and by Mason. Parata running across the line. Out to Leyland. Leyland drops it off for Lovell. Lovell in the centre field. Well wrapped up by Fairbank, Tangata and Moore. Held on the Panthers 40. Last tackle. Davis to Parata. Parata pulls boot to ball. Pulls it high. The wind blowing that back. Where's that going? It's bouncing out. It's going to go into touch. And it's a good result that for the Panthers. They'll start the set 40 metres out from the line. As Super Dan Murray looks to return to the fold. It'll be Nathan Mason to play the ball just behind the 40 metre line as Wood finds Keys. Keys dummies. Goes through the gap. Nearly through there, but well defended there by London. And it's Dan Murray who comes on for Nathan Mason, who's had a really good stint, put himself about in defence, worked really hard as the Huddersfield dual redger. As Wood hands off to Keys. Keys goes short to Tangata. Met by 3, still making yards. Referee shouts elbow, not getting off him as Wood goes this blind side. Woodburn Hall taken by the London defence. 15 metres out. Arundel finds Wood. Wood centre field to Keys. Keys drops it off to Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore surveys his options. Taken down 12 metres out. Pretty much centre field. Wood finds Keys. Keys dummies, goes through. Goes to the ball to Arundel. And he's given a forward pass. It's just not going right for the Panthers today. It's not looking like it's going to be our day. But that was better for the Panthers. But this London defence again, really, really hungry. And they're still, after 10 minutes of the second half, London 20, Halifax 0. As Ulberg takes it up, you can hear the crash from here. As Fairbank, Murray and Moore take him down. McCarney takes it past the Broncos 20. Eventually brought down by 3. Murray, Garside and Wood. Davis goes blind again, finds Curran. Curran meets Dufresne. Helped out by Murray and by Tibbs. Just creeping onto the 40 metre line here in London as Dalton Grant takes his centre field. Met by Fairbank and Wood. And Garside again. London goes short ball to Bieniek, who knocks it on. And Jacob Fairbank applauds that decision and trying to rally the troops, trying to rally this pack to get a response. Good pressure in that defence. Possibly the wrong option from the Broncos, but from Halifax perspective, that's a great result. So it'll be a scrum down. Centre field 40 metres out from the Panthers line. Head and feeds from Keys. Wood out to Dufresne. Dufresne out to Tibbs. Tibbs well tackled there by Grant. It's a quick play of the ball. Dufresne goes inside to Saltonstall. Saltonstall off his wing. Always available for these runs. Same Saltonstall gets to the Broncos 40. As Wood waits. Goes centre field to Keys. Keys short to Fairbank. Fairbank met by 2. Still making yards, Jacob Fairbank. Past the Broncos 30. Wood finds Keys in the middle. Drops it off to Murray. Murray met well by the Broncos defence. Wood to Fairbank. Fairbank out, goes short to Moore. The last tackle. Can the Panthers respond? Wood goes blind to Dufresne. Dufresne, little grubber through. And he gets to McCarney, who boots the ball out, nearly out the stadium. And that's a good result for the Panthers here. Can they fight back? Lots of talk here from the Panthers. No lack of effort here. Can they get this crucial first score of the second half? Just coming up to 30 minutes gone. The Broncos will be desperate to keep Halifax to 0, and they go short from the drop out. That's a great drop out there. And will they get it back? They go to Dufresne. Dufresne wants to counter attack. Dogleg defensive line, but they scramble well. And the Panthers will start the set 20 metres out. Wood finds Tangata. Tangata goes short to Murray. Murray could have got the ball out, but decides to go forward and take the tackle from Will Lovell. Centre field. Wood has options left and right. Goes right. Goes to Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore trying to find a gap in the middle. It looks to be a high tackle and it's given. No chance of the Panthers going for 2, even with the sarcastic home support. Wanting them to go for 2. Instead of Kyle Wood, he'll take the tap 10 metres out. Shapes right and goes left. Goes to Keys, finds Murray. Murray still going, but eventually brought down by 3. Lots of organising going out in back play. Wood, dummy half, finds Keys. Keys out of the back to Woodburn Hall! And Woodburn Hall goes through to get the all-important first score of the second half after 14 minutes. The ex-London Broncos player in Super League goes over, and that is a vital score for the Panthers. And on the balance of play so far in the second half, you would say they deserve it. But that's a really good score. And James Woodburn-Hall gets his 6th try of the season, which is priceless for the Panthers. Really a planned set move, quite reminiscent of his try against Barrow a few weeks ago. The double pump from Keys, finding Woodburn-Hall out the back. And the London Broncos defence, which has been outstanding all afternoon, finally broken, giving the Panthers the all-important first score of this second half. Now, can Keys tag these extras on? Strikes it well, straight through the post. The Keys chant goes up. And is it game on now for the Panthers? The visiting fans find the voice, the drum bangs. Can they roar the boys on to victory? The players really appreciating it. Is this the fight back? We've already seen an amazing comeback this season from London against Sheffield. Will we see another one with London on the receiving end on their return to Wimbledon? I said before, the first score is vital. This next score is even more vital. London score, and you could say it's game over with 25 minutes to go. Halifax score again, it really is game on. As Walker, no chance of going out on the fall, but it's an awful bounce, and it is the worst result. And again, I said before, with one of the last plays of the first half, it's typified of this game. That's just typical of the game. Halifax finds some momentum, and London just strikes straight back. And Alex Walker, after putting out on the full in the first kick-off, pulls it shorter with a wicked bounce, and it results in Wellington Albert somehow getting the ball out with 4 men in the tackle. Out to Walker, who gets put down eventually by Will Calcott, by Jacob Fairbanks, 20 metres out. As London, bit of a scrappy play of the ball there. Leyland goes himself, well tackled there by Wood. Slow play of the ball. Davis goes centre field to Ronaldo Palumbo, less than 5 metres out from the Panthers line. Right underneath those posts, the goal left to Parata. Parata goes himself, dummies, broken line, great tackle there, he's missed a tackle, and London Broncos strike straight back, and could that be the match-winning try? As Dean Parata breaks through some weak Panthers defence. And after 57 minutes, it's London 24, Halifax Panthers 6, and could that be game over? With just coming up to 20 minutes left, that could be the game-winning score there from the ex-Featherstone man Parata, wearing 9 on his back but been playing in the house for London the last few weeks. As these London fans appreciating the efforts of their home side, and giving Ollie Leyland a rather simple conversion attempt. Leyland stretched it through the post on that conversion. Makes it London 26, Halifax 6. Just coming up to 20 minutes to go. Can the Panthers fight back again? As the home fans find their voice. He goes to Ulberg. Ulberg looking to attack from deep. met by really good defence there from the Panthers, pushing him back. Dan Murray waited at marker. And Wellington Albert takes it up towards the 20-metre line. As the London fans singing to praise their coach. Goes to Lovell. Got to grips with Tangata and Arundel. Held out by Brandon Moore. As Davies rushes out from acting halfback. Finds Palumbo again. Going into the Panthers territory here. As Davies finds Williams out the back to Leyland. Leyland to Walker. Walker to Mossy Dreckie. Mossy Dreckie inside to Albert. Inside to Walker. And that's a fantastic try for the Broncos. And if it wasn't game over before, then it's game over now. As Alex Walker, who else would it be? The Fax trialist in the close season, deemed surplus to requirements, goes back to London and has scored a try with 20 minutes to go to make it London 30, Halifax 6. As the home fans give their side a standing ovation. And I must admit, it's a great atmosphere here. Now I think the Panthers will be playing for pride now. 30 points to 6. Most likely going to be 32-6 in the next couple of seconds. As Leyland has got a pretty simple conversion attempt. And it goes through the post. Flags are up. And after 61 minutes, it is capital punishment for Halifax. London Broncos 32, Halifax Panthers 6. Keys kicks off. Leyland catches, hands it off to Wellington Albert. Runs it straight and hard, but he's met by 3 hard Halifax defenders there. London 20-metre line. All thought to Ulberg, who's played really, really well as Ulberg. I say that London 3-quarter line been brilliant today. Oh, that's a great tackle there from the Panthers. And can they counter attack from Brayton? Woodburn Hall's going away. Pushes off Walker, still going. Broken field here, Woodburn Hall loves, still going away. No one knows what he doesn't know what he's doing, so no one else does. Catches off to McComb. As McComb gets tackled 30 metres out. Woodburn Hall also picked up a bit of a knock as Keys finds Brandon Moore. Moore takes it up, makes really good yards. Now there's men here on the blind side if they can find it, but they go right to Keys. Keys dummies, still going Keys, but well taken there by the London defence. Louis Euphrates ditched the scrum cap. It's on that right side. Wood finds Fairbank and Fairbank. And again, that just sums up the day for Fax. And Fairbank is gutted with himself. And London will look to counter-attack now with McCarney, met by 3. This Panthers defence trying the best, but London have just been too good today. As Dalton Grant picks up some pace, but it's a great tackle there from Garside, helped out by Murray. Otherwise it will try time again as the Broncos with a roll on. Parata gets it close for the ruck from Davis. Davis goes blind, finds Curran. Finding Halifax 40. Parata running across the line, finds Leyland out the back. Tangata gets to him and does well. Might pick to a knock there, Leyland, maybe not. Goes wide to Mossy Dreckie. Mossy Dreckie chips over the top. There's confusion in Halifax ranks. It's absolute calamity of errors, but Woodburn Hall does well to claw that back. The Panthers looking to attack from deep here, and Saltonstall as well, and London Broncos are caught offside. Manna from heaven there for the Panthers. As Saltonstall taps and goes early. This is a really good break here for the Panthers. As Will Calcott and Joe Martin come onto the field for Jacob Fairbank and Kyle Wood going off. With Zach McComb going in centre field, finding space and going past the halfway line. Brandon Moore waits at dummy half, going back to hooker, finding the returning Calcott. Good run there from Will Calcott, nearly getting to the London Broncos 30-metre line. Moore goes left to Murray. Murray makes some good yards there, going into the Broncos 20. Can the Panthers rally? Moore to the scrum capless Dufresne, finds Keys. Keys with on-rushing Leyland, who is obviously offside there. And Keys is going to go for a tap here. He's going to go for a quick tap, no. The play slows down a bit. But it'll be Keys to tap 10 metres out for the London line. If the Panthers have got any hope of getting back into this game, they've got to score quickly. And it's Joe Martin on fresh onto the field. Takes it off first. Moore to Keys. Keys out the back to Dufresne. Dufresne goes short to Garside. Garside to Woodburn Hall. And is that a knock on? It looked to go backwards to me, but the referee is giving a knock on. Was it a first knock on here? Not too sure. The ball spilled. And it's a London ball here. Now, the game's definitely gone. Must admit these referee signals are confusing, to say the least. Well, the upshot is that London have got a scrum on their own 10-metre line and survive yet again. And they go blind with the impressive McCarney today. Davis, equally impressive at hooker. Waits at dummy half, hands it off to Albert. Albert, oh, great tackle there. Martin bounces him off. Finished off by Calcott on Murray. And on the 20-metre line, it goes to Curran. Curran attracts his three. Brought down. But it's a good play of the ball. Barata jumps in for the dummy half, his more familiar hooker position. Really tough to put down, but eventually is just shy of the 40-metre line. And Brad Davis comes off. He's had a really good game. As Walker goes right to Mossy Dreckie. Mossy Dreckie finds Olberg, goes out, and they pass it out. One pass too many, you'd say, from the London Broncos, but give credit to the Halifax line defence, putting pressure on them. Less than 13 minutes to go. It's London 32, Halifax 6. Are the Panthers playing for pride at the moment, or do they realistically think there's a comeback on here? As Moore finds Arundel, shot from the scrum. Arundel does well, makes 8 really good yards with 3 on his back. And McComb steps inside, attracts 3, still going. As Brandon Moore waits, hands off to Keys. Keys out the back to Dufresne. Dufresne skiing out the back to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall still going. Fans off to James Saltonstall, and James Saltonstall finishes well in the corner. And is the comeback on? Is there a comeback to be had? Or is it too little too late from the Panthers? As James Saltonstall makes it 32 points to 10 for the away side here. As Keys lines up the conversion from the touchline. Both of Halifax's tries today have been really well worked, but there's just not been enough of it. But credit to the London defence for that. They've been frankly outstanding so far. As Keys strikes it from the touchline, pulls it wide, and the score remains London 32, Halifax 10. Now, can Halifax deal with this kick-off this time? As the Broncos having a very leisurely stroll back to the halfway line for the kick-off. And the home fans finding the voice to sing their boys home. And it'll be Alex Walker again to kick off. Well taken on the full by Woodburn Hall. Hands on to Calcott. Will take it up strong and hard. Really good run there from Calcott. Still making yards. Takes 3 to put him down. And he still wins a ruck. Brandon Moore scoots from dummy half. We know Mark is there. Really good run from the captain. Put down by 3, and the Panthers get to halfway in 2 tackles. Go blind to Keys. Joe Rundle rushing back on the inside. Dummies to Martin, but takes the ball up himself. Takes 3 to stop his momentum. As Moore goes blind to Martin. Martin dummies. Tries to go through the line, but he's taken down by 2 London Broncos defenders. 20 metres out. Moore goes left to Keys. Inside to Calcott. There's a gap there for Calcott, but he's well closed there by the Broncos defence. Less than 10 out. Brandon Moore, London player on the deck, getting in the way. Woodburn all out the back to Tangata. Going to go himself. Should have given it to McComb. And again, London defence does well, but poor decision making there for the Halifax attack. 2-on-1, you've got to give that ball in that situation, Adam Tangata. But as it is, the London Broncos have the ball 10 metres out as McCartney hands it on to Dalton Grant. Hands off. Dufresne comes back for more. Getting near enough to their own 20 metre line as McCartney goes blind to Curran. Curran makes 10 yards there, just past the 30 metre line. Good defence there from Dufresne, outside by Martin. Finished off there by Saltonstall too. Slow play the ball, but the referees let it go all game. This goes right to Leyland. Leyland running across the line, hands it off to Mossy Drecky. Mossy Drecky has 3 round him, but stepping well. Well tackled there by Joe Rundle. Right on halfway. Ulberg inside to Leyland. Leyland just grubbers it straight towards Woodburn Hall. He'll hand off to McComb. Broken field here for McComb. Stepping well, trying to find a gap and nearly finds it, but well closed there by Oakley and Albert. Keys hands off to Saltonstall, the latest Halifax try scorer, looking to get the ball away, but well wrapped up there by the London defence. On halfway, Saltonstall plays inside for Moore. Wellington Albert goes right for Joel Martin, finished off by Rob Oakley, and Woodburn Hall takes it up from dummy half. Quick play the ball. Nearly 30 metres out. Moore goes right to Murray. Murray inside to Matt Garside. Matt Garside inside to Calcott. Calcott does well, good footwork. Inside to Martin. Martin onto Keys. Keys hits a London hand and goes backwards. And the London defence yet again. So at least 2-man overlap, but the London hand got to the ball, and their defence has just been too desperate for Halifax today. So London attack from deep with Ulberg. Near halfway there, but wrapped up by Rundle, finished off by Murray and Tangata. And McCartney off his wing in centre field, nearly makes the break, but is well wrapped up there by Martin Garside and Moore. Rata into dummy half, finds the London man there. Last tackle, Leyland with loads and loads of time. Puts it high into McComb, and McComb collects. Looking to counter-attack, gets it out to Saltonstall. Saltonstall's got a bit of broken field here. Looking for any sort of gaps. Gets it out again. 2 risky offloads, but it's supposed that Halifax got nothing to lose at the moment. Dufresne goes blind to Garside. Garside comes inside, finds Tibbs. Little goose step Well put down there by Albert. Murray. All to Woodburn Hall. Didn't touch it there. The home fans crying for a knock on, but he didn't touch it. He sets through, goes through, Woodburn Hall breaks away. He's lost, he's gone on to Saltonstall. It looked like he was going through himself, but yet again, Woodburn Hall. Poor pass at the end, on to Garside. Unless he's injured, he stayed down as Woodburn Hall. He must have pulled something on that run. Could be a touch of cramp. Anyway, Keys 30 out. Short to Calcott. Calcott just shy of the London Broncos 20-metre line. More to Keys. Keys goes short to Tangata. Tangata still going forward, but well wrapped up there by Rob Oakley. Helped out there by Walker. Last tackle, Jufrey into Keys. Keys, little grubber through. And it's just not good enough that from Joe Keys. Straight to Rob Oakley, and the London survive again. Less than 5 minutes to go. London 32, Halifax 10. As Carl Wood looks to return to the field for the last 5 minutes. McCarney shoots from dummy half. Well met by Brandon Moore. Held out by Murray and Tangata. As Tuilatu is going. And London get to past the 40. Mossy Drecky scheming. Still manages to get the ball out. Finds Alex Walker. Walker going across the line. Dummies. But eventually put down by Martin and Tangata. Last tackle here. Parata finds Leyland, who'll just grubber the ball into touch. Their game's done. They don't need to force anything. As this game probably looks to crawl towards its conclusion. As James Woodburn Hall comes off the field. One of the Halifax try scorers today, but not a happy return to the capital for Woodburn Hall. And Carl Wood replaces him. Ben Tibbs takes the ball up just past the 30-metre line with Jufrey at dummy half, finding Brandon Moore, the captain. Trying his best there. Wood acting half, finds well Calcott. Calcott beats one but finds two waiting for him. We put him down just past halfway. And Carl Wood out to Joe Keys. Joe Keys double pump to Arundel. Arundel tries to go through, tries to get the ball out, but well wrapped up there by Mossy Drecky and Lovell. Joe Keys scheming the line out to Jufrey. Jufrey out the back to Ben Tees, who gets a boot to ball, and he goes straight to Ilias McCarney, and it's a walk-in. It's an absolute walk-in for Ilias McCarney, and that finishes the game off. And with the conversion surely to be successful, it's going to be at London 38, Halifax 10. An absolute nightmare afternoon here in the capital. At the moment it's 36-10, but with a kick in front of the posts, surely going to be 38, and the home fans are absolutely loving it, giving them a standing ovation. And their return to Wimbledon's been a good one, and our 19-year wait for a win in the capital goes on, with the Broncos avenging the round 2 loss at the Shea with a comprehensive win over the Panthers. Leyland adds the 2, and it is, with less than a minute to go, London Broncos 38, Halifax Panthers 10. as the winning run comes to an end, and with results elsewhere could mean that the Panthers could be dropping down the table, losing third place, putting extra importance on the Summer Bash game next week against Bradford, and even more so against Batley the week after at the Shane Premier Sports, as Wellington Albert takes the ball up. Effort still there for the Panthers, but they've just not been good enough today. London have been far too good. And this man McCartney just looks dangerous every time he gets the ball. The three-quarter line have just been superb, taking the pressure off the forwards, and they've just played better than Halifax today. But I say the effort's still there with Murray and Garside. They're still going. As the Broncos make it past the 40-metre line. And it's that left flank again, Curran coming back on the inside, but well wrapped up by Murray. And Garside again. Last tackle signalled by the referee. Prad goes blind to Leyland. Leyland chips it towards the corner, goes out into touch. And it's timed by the scoreboard. Just how long is left? Is it going to be time for this play of the ball? It'll be Calcott who will play the ball, 10 out. And James Saltonstall, who just hasn't stopped working all day, deserved his try. As Wood goes blind, finds Tibbs. Tibbs still running, gets the ball out to Juford to Moore, and it is a farcical end. But it's not over yet. Nossi Drecki with the ball. Murray knocks it backwards, gives it to Keys, and it is a farcical end to a day to forget for the Halifax Panthers. Capital punishment here in the capital, in London. The final score here: London 38, Halifax 10. Tries from Woodburn Hall and James Saltonstall in the second half, not enough for a fight back. And the winning run comes to an end. Still 19 years since we won here in the capital, and a very, very important game next week at the Summer Bash to maintain our playoff charge. A lot to think about for Simon Grix and his men. But here from the Cherry Records Stadium here in Wimbledon, final score: London Broncos 38, Halifax 10.